Beginning to wonder what was more exceptional when Stephen Ross sat down with Joe Philbin across the table and said, "That's my man," after listening to Joe, or was he more excited when he heard Mike McDaniel say things like that? Mike, how would you face? How would you face your team after a small, short, hopefully losing streak? And he says something like that, and Stephen Ross says, "This is the guy. Get the contract." Hey, Garfunkel, get in here with the contracts.
Wake up with Defo, joined by Lubie. Welcome to the Defo Show.
It was pretty much the Ralph Cramden School of Response there from Mike McDaniel. Speaking of Hammond, welcome to the show. A little bit of a late start here. We can blame one Luca Panici Lubitz for this one. Yes, and you were experimenting with being a new dad, so there are things that are going to happen that are going to throw you for a loop, including a kid taking a dump right before you were supposed to start a podcast and a video stream on Bleacher Brothers and many other, I guess, I don't know, we're on a bunch of other platforms, probably on all of this other stuff. So good to have you guys with us. So we will have a trivia challenge, which is a good thing for me, because as I was brushing off the idea that I was able to pass right by what I thought was going to be a wicked cold with only mild symptoms, it became a wicked cold last night.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm all right. I'm not one to complain. In fact, I was thinking, well, we should have been very proud of our work ethic. You have witnessed me go through any number of absolute choking fits on the air during our radio days, where you spoke as long as you could, and then all of a sudden, a thing clicked in the throat, and you were going to be coughing incessantly and maybe even spitting up blood for the next 15 minutes. But we went to work every day anyway, and I think that was greatly and grossly underappreciated, the work ethic that we displayed, while not even really being paid by the entity itself, iHeartMedia. And yet we were dedicated to our sponsors and our fans to the point where we tried to tough it out no matter what. And I'm thinking today I should be able to make it, especially with Dave Gurggles Gergely about to conduct the trivia challenge here in short order. So we'll have that for you. You can dial us up if you want to play. That's 954-417-0070. I could use, actually, a couple of those gift certificates to Texas Roadhouse, because I did want to send some as a thank you. See, now, if I had mentioned this to Ed Garcia on the show yesterday, he probably would have caught me like $100 gift card.
Would have done whatever you wanted, yes.
But how much of a schnorrer would you have been to just have because I could have approached it like this, Lubie, and I was thinking about it. It crossed my mind. Wow, look at little Luca Panici Lubitz right there on the show.
This is my fear. He's in full bore, and his mom's gotten very used to not tending to him. So we're going to have a baby do a sports talk show. Hello, world. This is Luca. And yes, go all into what you're saying, Steve.
Can you say A? Can you get the first question?
Exactly.
Hey, it's first letter of the alphabet. It's a good place to start, right? If you're going to get all 26. All right, so we'll have that. You can dial us up, 954-417-0070. And we were complaining, I guess, our work ethic was underappreciated, was it not, Lubie? We showed up today.
We never called in sick once and did a show there 11 years.
There were many. I think we were there. Were we there 14? It might have been 14 years, something like that. 12 years at least.
12 years, because we started in 2010 and we ended in 2021. So it was like 11 and a half years or something.
Shortly after, we had every dignitary, including people calling from the grave, to wish us and congratulate us on 10 years. With Dan Marino calling up, Pat Riley making individual videos, and any number of local sports dignitaries weighing in and saying, hey, we love the show. We listen every day.
Yep.
Tributes that we were getting while we were on Radio Road to Super Bowl. Shortly after that, they decided to dump us for Brady Quinn.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Everywhere I go around town, Lubie, ever since, all anybody ever says is, hey, you know what? Did you hear what Brady Quinn had to say today on that morning show?
Sure, no one's ever discussed ever. Like I've never heard. You've heard clips from every show that's ever been on any kind of thing. You've never heard clips from that show ever.
It's amazing. I've never heard it mentioned in all of these years. No one's ever said, hey, wow. I mean, I really like that Fox show they put on there. Exactly. Fox in general is a lot of gibberish, isn't it? What does Derek Jeter do? I asked Jim Sarney this, and he said he doesn't add much. What does Jerry Jeter add to that pregame show that they do? Do we have any idea?
Well, I mean, no one on that.
I mean, it's Jeter. That would be about the only thing.
Jeter, Big Papi, and Aaron. Like, it's three dudes that have never said they're respected in the game. They're the greats of the game, but they're not known to be like Big Papi had a big personality, but he wasn't known as
Papi has some personality.
Mr. Quote.
No. No, he's fun though. I mean, it's kind of like watching Louis T on these shows, where the guy's fun. I think Louis actually has a pretty strong opinion. Louis T.
Oh no,
anyway,
yeah, he's great.
But was it Louis T on? No, they didn't have Louis T on. Who was the guy? They had the pitcher that's on there from the pitched the no hitter with the Mets, right? Pedro. What's that?
Pedro Martinez. Pedro Martinez.
Martinez
usually do Southern Fox. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, but I know
he's all right. Yeah,
and he was solid. I wasn't actually mad at Pedro. Pedro was actually pretty good. Those three guys, however, I was watching the other day, and I'm like, I don't think they said anything. They did a whole segment.
A-Rod. I mean, look like he's taken responsibility for his steroid use, I guess, finally, after that nonsense with Katie Couric. But I'm not sure that does Jeter add anything to those. And I always like that you have to have a piece of the apparatus involved in the sport while you're doing this. Like why are these guys wearing suits in a studio and carrying a bat?
Exactly.
Are they going to demonstrate something? I don't know that they actually do. It's just like everybody has to have a football in a football studio. All right, enough of that. Do we have Dave? Is Dave with us here? We're going to introduce him.
We do. He's right.
Okay, let's bring him in here because we want to get the trivia challenge anyway. How are you, David?
Good morning. Good morning.
What do you got on there?
That's a Miami Lakes Golf Club hat. I'm going to finish this, and we've got a full T-shirt booked all the way to 2:00. This is the last day for members only. Beginning tomorrow, we're open to the public, and we're slammed. And by the way, special thanks to the folks at Solstice Insurance. They gave me 4 tickets to a Panther Suite, food, beverage, and parking to use in a live auction for St. Jude's. And we raised, I think, a little over $1,000 on that. 70,000 for St. Jude's, and we went over the 1 million mark now.
Oh, nice.
22 years. So I raised 2,500 on the Beat the Broadcaster Hall, and unfortunately, or fortunately, this is the only one that I don't split with the charity. But that's okay.
So all of that cash went to the charity. You're such a noble guy, Dave Gurggles Gergely. People don't.
Well, I'm hoping it pays me back in the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, maybe you'll make a big score there. I don't know if you have any opinions on that, but we'll get into that. All right, so dial us up if you want to play the game. 954-417-0070. 954-417-0070. We have a Landlubber's gift certificate. Lubie's probably going to have to pill for me a couple of those Texas Roadhouse gift certificates. Can I put 4 $25 gift certificates together and send that off as a gift? Will the guy realize that obviously I had copped these off the show? I'm not sure, but... And it would have been, as Lubie said, it would have been a schnorring move if I had mentioned Ed Garcia, which, you could walk into any Texas Roadhouse and buy these gift cards. Do they sell them also in other locations like Publix? Do they have Texas Roadhouse gift cards?
Yes, they do. Like at Walmart, where they have the stands with all the gift cards, Texas Roadhouse is 100% there. Yes.
Somehow I just don't put you and buy in the same sentence.
Well, that's what I'm trying to avoid here. Exactly. So I thought about mentioning it to Ed Garcia that I was going to happily give this guy a $100 gift card for Texas Roadhouse, which is huge in Lexington, Kentucky, where I was getting a free stay at this guy's house.
Oh, you were up at Keeneland? Beautiful.
Yeah, I was at Keeneland last week. It was fantastic. Unbelievable. Really beautiful. And the Breeders' Cup is there next year. We have a couple of entries at the Breeders' Cup, not horses, but people, with Jersey Kyle there. Evan, don't mention my name. I'm not sure if Ira went. But we have at least a couple, and another guy that I work with on Bleacher Brothers, Frank G, has made his exodus over to California there, and we'll be attending these Breeders' Cup races, which get underway Friday. Do they have racing there today, or they just?
Yes, they do. They start tonight. Is their first night. They actually, I think, maybe at 3:30 post their time. Yeah.
Okay, so I was wondering what these guys were going to do all day Thursday. They'd be twiddling their thumbs and going to the beach. Now Jersey Kyle might enjoy that, but I'm thinking Evan would go out of his mind with no racing action. So that gets underway tomorrow, though, with 5 races on the card. It's part of the card. It's the second half of the card at Del Mar, and then Saturday, in addition to several other races to open things up, they have 9. Championship races from the Breeders' Cup. So it should be very exciting. All right, dial us up if you want to play. We'll come back with Dave Gurggles Gergely and the Trivia Challenge here in just a moment. 954-417-0070. Your chance to win, compete, and get some fabulous prizes. And we'll be back with more in a moment. Now that the time has come, Lubie Lubitz. Did we lose Lubie?
Look at Luca.
I'm here. I'm waiting. You're having me just go to break.
We lost you there. I was getting a message here, an ugly message in yellow, big stark yellow letters saying their connection has evaporated. All right, back in a moment. Now that it's 8:24. Play the ponies in style at Champions, the outstanding simulcasting room at beautiful Hialeah Park. Yes, the grand old lady of thoroughbred racing has never been more vibrant, and you can wager on the races from the top tracks around the country while enjoying a cocktail at the Brass Rail Bar or any of the fine food served throughout the facility. If poker is your game, you're covered in style, and you can play all your favorite Vegas-style games, including blackjack, craps, and roulette, in Hialeah Park's sizzling hot casino. Get a player's card when you walk through the door for all kinds of generous amenities, including our favorite, free play, when you come out to the ultimate casino and entertainment destination, Hialeah Park.
These days, we're all looking for comfort anywhere we can find it. Thank goodness for Landlubbers Raw Bar and Grill in the Plantation, because they are making sure you are as comfortable as possible. First of all, they're not only open for delivery and pickup. All you have to do is go to landlubbersbarandgrill.com for both pickup and free delivery. You're going to have the best wings in the world. You're going to have a great burger. You're going to have their amazing soups. Again, Landlubbers, Raw Bar and Grill. It's nice and easy. Just go to landlubbersbarandgrill.com for both your pickup and free delivery. Thank goodness for Landlubbers for making you always feel right at home.
Are you looking to buy your first home? Have you been turned down for a loan? Do you need to refinance or get money out of your home? Call Michael Kodsey, CEO of Choice Mortgage. He's been helping the South Florida community get mortgages for 30 years.
Hi, this is Michael Kodsey, CEO of Choice Mortgage. We have the most competitive fixed rates in the market. Call me 24/7, 561-441-2730. And remember, I don't just work banking hours. To make the right choice for your home, call Choice Mortgage today.
Joe Bees. The bees collect the pollen, bring it to Joe, he packages it, and he gets it to you. It's simple, 100% natural, and it's good for you.
There's only one place to get Joe Bees, and that's from me. Joe B.
If you want to look and feel good, call 877-300-5632.
Oh, Solo Volante will be coming late. Oh, Solo Volante. The Belmont's now a mile and an 8. The finish line is coming up quick. Luca Panici, just switch the stick.
The only way to get your morning started is with Defo, joined by Lubie, right here on The Defo Show.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. We've got Dave Gurggles Gergely. We've got Michael Lubie Lubitz. We've got young Luca Lubitz Reyes also with us here on the program. And we're set to go for the Trivia Challenge. 954-417-0070. You heard the dulcet tones of the Molly Man to help introduce and set up the festivities here today. And we're going to get right into it with Dave Gurggles Gergely. And our first set of questions to start out the game in the traditional fashion with some
Easy baseball. This candidate on the campaign trail while running for president, when asked by a reporter who he would root for in the upcoming All-Star game, the American League or the National League, typical political response was, yes. Was that Bob Dole, Natalie Cole, Denny Doyle, or Doyle Lanigan?
Roll it, Lubie, if you can, or let little Luca roll the Ranaphone Scrambler. And it lands on Mike. Mike, you're on the Trivia Challenge. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, guys. That's the A.
Correct. And off to a rocking start. 1 for 1.
All right, Mike, true or false? Golf. As a youngster, not quite as young as little Luke there, but little young. But as a youngster in Texas, Lee Trevino used to make extra money by playing against local golf members using a Dr. Pepper bottle as his driver. True or false?
Wow.
I think it must be true.
That is true.
Wow. How did he do that?
So he just taped it, and then he could hit it 120 yards with that.
Very nice. The glass didn't break. Unbelievable. All right, 2 for 2 and going for 5.
All right, baseball. There have been 3 MVPs in the league championship series that came from the losing side. Which of the following was Not one of those. Was not one of them. Was not an MVP that came from the losing side. Don Mattingly, Jeffrey Leonard, Mike Scott, or Fred Lynn?
Mike Scott.
Mike Scott.
No, it's the guy we hope gets the ring. Don Mattingly, the bench coach of the Blue Jays.
2 going for 7, Mike. Set the pace.
Okay, Mike, let's take you back in history. This date in history, believe it or not, in 1962, one of our favorite football players, Yerburton Abraham Tittle, threw 7 touchdown passes in a 49-34 win over who? The Eagles, the Bears, the Lions, or the Redskins?
Bears.
No, it's the
Say
name.
the
We
Lions.
like to repeat. It was the Redskins.
Redskins. All right. Very good.
Well,
All right. Mike gets sort of shut out there. I mean, it doesn't necessarily exclude him from participation in the finals here.
I got 8-5 that little Luca does better than 3 of the callers.
I think Lubie just gave him something to draw with, which is kind of interesting because the kid shouldn't even be born yet. It's amazing. 954-417-0070. 954-417-0070. If you'd like to play the game, I know this, Dave Gurggles Gergely, you will be lighting up at some point today, if not tomorrow, during the Pick 5 festivities. Lubie's got
turned into a
animals
bag.
there now. It's unbelievable. You'll be lighting up a Perdomo cigar, and it's a perfect opportunity for you to tell the folks about it.
Yeah, I had one Friday when we had our tournament. I was smoking a cigar and hitting some range balls. Today, hopefully, I'll light one up after a celebratory day at the Juvenile Stakes. A lot of them today. 305-627-6700, the number to call. Very close to us, 5150 Northwest 167th Street, the place to go. And if you're coming out to play golf, we open to the public tomorrow. We sell them right here in the pro shop. Perdomo cigars, they make them perfect one at a time. Nick's been in the business, 3rd generation. He's got Nick Jr. and now Nick the 3rd, his grandson, will be grooming for the business. You make them perfect. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You want one Saturday or Sunday? No problem. Go online, www.perdomocigars.com to find the retailer near you that sells these great cigars. Now, I'll give you a little shot in the juvenile turf.
Okay.
Believe it or not, this is a scientific pick. And the name is correct. Albert Einstein, the juvenile turf.
An intelligent selection there, no doubt about it.
I will say.
Let me ask you this, though. How do you earn the distinction of being first of the public to come out there, a non-member, to actually play the course? What time are you guys opening up tomorrow, and how's that work?
Oh, we'll be open. Daylight is at 7. Our first time is at 7:08. And we're booked today with members and their guests. Now, we put out something on Instagram. Tomorrow? We're open to the pub. Oh, tomorrow we're slammed. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, I don't think there's a tee time till like 4 in the afternoon. So it's there's such a buzz about this new course and how it's redone. So yeah.
Is anybody going to come out there and cut a ribbon or anything?
Well, me, no. I'm strictly Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I call myself a player assistant. I go out on the course. I tell them, hey, how's it going? Can you speed it up a little bit? The bathroom code
isn't coming out there to hit a ceremonial first drive.
No, we already had that with one of our members, the grand opening day. Yeah. But no, we won't have anybody out here. We're giving away an alien wedge, though, I think.
It's funny. Jerry Pate's still angry that he got stiffed by the people from the alien wedge. You know me, I jokingly bring it up to him because he was in a commercial, and he looks at me, with daggers, and says, "You tell those assholes where's my money." Well, what do I know about this, Jerry?
Tell him you'll trade him a Euro Club instead.
Now that was a piece of equipment that certainly was ahead of its time. All right, next set of questions coming up. We have our next player, I believe, a few people lined up, ready to go. So you can dial us up if you would like and get involved with the random phone scrambler. Select our next player, 954-417-0070. So even if you're like the last guy online, you still could be the next guy up on the show. Here's Dave, our next set of questions.
College football. This former FSU coach, known for his Norm Crosby-type malaprops, did not disappoint when explaining his latest venture. Said, I used to forget players' names, but I'm doing much better now that I took that Sam Carnegie course. Was that Bill Peterson, Fritz the Cat, or Cat Stevens?
Roll it, Lubie or Luca. Does Luca have his finger on the button there?
No.
It's kind of like having Trump have his finger on the red button there in the White House. All right, Ron, you're up next on the Trivia Challenge. Hello, Ron.
Good morning, fellas. Let's go with A.
A is correct, and you have 1 point.
Ron, I know you guys haven't been doing well, so there's a chance I may show up tonight to make you guys do even worse.
Excellent.
Hey, we'd love to have you, buddy. Love to have you.
All right, baseball, true or false, Ron? Believe it or not, Shohei Ohtani's walk-up song is by Michael Bublé. True or false?
False.
Lenny, be proud of you. No, it's true.
True?
The song
Yeah.
Feeling Good by Michael Bublé.
Who came up with that? The interpreter that's in prison right now for putting in all those bets? I still can't get over the fact that some bookie would extend a guy that was a translator $4 million worth of credit.
I got a kick out of when they were interviewing Shohei with his interpreter there. And I wish the interpreter would have said when, like Ken Rosenthal said, yeah, how do you account for those 2 home runs? He would have said, listen, I still want that $12 million for that son of a bitch.
Just because the guy's in prison doesn't mean he doesn't have to pay. All right.
One.
Leave us.
One for four.
1 for 4.
All right. Ron, 1978, Bobby Orr scored his very last game. I think he was in a Rangers uniform at the time. And it was versus whom?
Ooh, Bobby
The
Orr.
Bruins, the Islanders, the Blackhawks, or the Red Wings?
Let's go Red Wings.
Yes.
Yes.
Well done.
Nice.
Excellent
Good job.
guess.
4 going for 9.
Yes.
All right, here we go. And it's Breeders' Cup. We got to give you a Breeders' Cup question. 1995 Breeders' Cup was held at Belmont. Who won the Classic that day? What's it? Alphabet, Wild Again, Offshore Judge, or Cigar?
Let's go Offshore Judge.
No. That's the horse that Paulie sold me on. No, it was the incomparable Cigar.
I've never seen a look of bewilderment like the one when Offshore Judge was in the winner's circle and paid like $36, and you came running down too late. You did not know the horse was entered that day.
Yeah,
This
I
was
was
your
working
horse.
lunch.
You
I
owned.
was working
I think
lunch
you
with
owned
the horse
180% of this horse. Also,
Yeah, the first time he won, he was 3-1, and I get in the winner's circle, and Hortex says, "Who the hell are you?" And then he wins by 7 lengths with Richard Migliori and pays $33, and I'm working in the restaurant. Didn't even know he was in. And then he got claimed for $18,000, and Paulie gave me $800. I guess I should be happy I got that.
Well, what was great when he won that time, well, at both times, it looked like West Point thoroughbreds, where like 100 guys get in the winner's circle, and they all own 20% of the horse. It was a unique way of doing things. All right, Ron ends up, he missed that one, right? With Offshore Judge.
He did. He got
4
4 points.
points. In fact, he should be penalized for getting Offshore Judge wrong. The number of times that we've used that horse in a horse racing reference.
Like, God rest her soul, Belviso Labs. We'll have to throw some of them in again.
Had to retire that one. 954-417-0070 on the phone lines. 954-417-0070. Gurggles, I know, has to get out there to the course, so we'll try and play one more, and then we'll go to would have to be considered a hybrid version of the finals with only a few players getting in on the show. 954-417-0070. If you'd like to play the game, the trivia challenge, we have the Landlubbers gift certificate. Lubie will be out there. Will little Luca be accompanying you to Landlubbers tonight?
Not just yet. One of these days, I presume I'll get stuck with him. But as of now, no. He will be home with his mom, and I'll be out there with the professor.
All right, very good. So, and that gets underway tonight at what time? Are our new
6:30.
players welcome?
Of course, we love new players,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we have a nice, steady residual people that come each and every week, which we appreciate. But a lot of new people come out there and have success because the professor, the way he does it, is fun, it's interesting, and if you know the music deal, it definitely helps you out, even if the questions are utterly ridiculous.
You guys put your own PA system in there? I mean, you set up a bunch of
We
equipment.
we use their sound system for me and the music speaker that they have.
Okay.
Because it's just easier to produce our own music that way.
I can see you schlepping equipment in from the trunk of the car. Unbelievable. All right, we're ready for our next set of questions. Here's Dave.
College football. This USC coach on the definition of confidence related the following. Yeah, one day I was duck hunting with Bear Bryant. He shot at one of the ducks, but it kept flying. And he said to me, John, there flies a dead duck. John McKay, Jim McKay, Fay Ray, or Pat Day?
Roll it, Lubie or Luca. Either one of the Lubitzes. And we have the Andy Man. Andy, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine, my brothers. I'll go with John McKay.
John McKay,
Well
one
done.
of the greats,
Well
one of
done.
the great quipsters of all time. He was a lot of fun to cover back in that brief tenure when he was at USC before the great John Robinson took over. All right, Andy has one going for two.
College football, true or false, Andy? After Texas Tech was banned from throwing tortillas on the field per their athletic director, the next one that followed suit was the Ohio State AD, who suggested that the fans stop throwing Buckeyes on the field, which you know anything they're about walnut-shaped things. True or false?
How do you even? What's a Buckeye anyway? I got to go with false.
Buckeye is a walnut, and it's a walnut-sized thing. But you're right, it is false.
Very good, Andy. 2 for 2, going for 5.
Okay, Andy, believe it or not, in 1924, the Chicago White Sox played a game in Dublin. And who did they beat that day? Was it the Dodgers, the Phillies, the New York Giants, or the Cincinnati Reds?
I had a lane of run and a half. I'll go with the Phillies.
That was the New York Giants. That was a tough one.
Almost impossible. Going for 7 here, put you in the lead and put you in the finals, Andy.
All right, Andy, I got one here for you. Which Florida? No, I think I asked that one already like that. How about this one, Andy? Who was the very first president to attend a World Series game? Calvin Coolidge, William Howard Taft, Teddy Roosevelt, or Woodrow Wilson?
I think current president would say it was him, even though that's not true.
I'll go with Woodrow.
Had to be Coolidge.
Woodrow Wilson, the founder
Woodrow?
of the League of Nations. Well done.
Well done. Yeah, I think we had that question the last time we
we did?
So, yeah. I got it wrong, though, which shows you how much attention I was paying. Excellent. Andy makes his way into the finals here with 7 points. Ron's going to face off against him. He had 4. Once again, Dave Gurggles Gergely, while Lubie is multitasking to a level we have never seen before, where he's not only doing a good job managing the show, but the kid seems to be happy with the way that he's doing it.
Yeah.
No, he's not happy. All right.
It's fun today. Fatherhood's great. Thank God we're getting through this somehow. And you know what will help you get through and would help me get through on a Saturday or Sunday? A Perdomo. Oh, my God.
There you go.
Might make a big difference here.
305-627-6700, the number to call. Little Lukey, they do not stunt your growth, so don't worry about that. 5150 Northwest 167th Street, the place to go, or come right here on the golf course tomorrow. We open to the public. We sell them right here in the pro shop. Perdomo cigars, I make them perfect one at a time. My favorite, the Lot 23, a nice mild one. If you like a Maduro wrapper, the 20th anniversary is a terrific one as well. So today, tomorrow, when my buddy that I think I gave out, Albert Einstein, beats the favorite, which will be Gestat on the juvenile turf, put something great in your mouth with a cigar from Perdomo Cigars.
That would be nice to see this horse come romping home there at a big fat price. What's your thought? I mean, we know there have to be a certain number of bombs, right?
Oh, yeah, there always is. Well, what I'll do is, good Lord willing, I'll get there early, and I do my turf numbers, and somehow they'll reveal something that could be a price. But with this, you never know. They're all primed and ready to go.
It's great. You'll see a horse with Irad Ortiz trained by Todd Pletcher go off at 25-1. And then you get these European monsters that come in and they tend to dominate the turf races throughout the history of the Breeders' Cup. Huge fields, big prices, chance to make a score if you can connect.
Adrian O'Brien. Now, unfortunately, Ryan Moore is hurt. One of the great jockeys from England. He won't be there. So Million will be there. And, of course, they scratched the Derby winner, too.
Sovereignty.
Yeah.
Sovereignty was a favorite, in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
I don't know if that sets it up for Fierceness or Sierra Leone. I'm not sure.
I believe the Polyman might have made a little mention of Baeza.
Oh, okay.
Baeza, possibly rounding in the form at the right time. And who's the horse? Sierra Leone, can never be overlooked. That horse. Mind Frame also in there, a pretty competitive field. So a lot of horses that have been beating each other. No Sovereignty opens up the race. Journalism, I don't know. Can journalism be overlooked? Rider Change?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Our man Reese Boley not going to ride again on journalism. They amount given to Jose Ortiz, who's been red hot all year long. All right, we're ready for the finals here. Here's the way it works, guys. We have Ron, we have Andy. They both know the rules, but we're obligated by FCC, whoever regulates the internet. I guess it is Trump and the Trump administration. Who is the head of the FCC, that guy that was shutting everybody down?
No idea.
Seemed like a very reasonable, rational person.
Yeah.
Marconi. I think it was Marconi.
Yeah. Let's get all these talk shows off the air because they're speaking badly about our president. We don't want any of that.
Well, he's tearing down the East Wing, so he fires everybody in the architect committee.
There you go, man. Just taking a wrecking ball.
Imagine if he was at the Breeders' Cup, the stewards would be fired. All right.
Which there have been many occasions that we would have loved to see tumbling out straight to the ground. Splat. All right, so Dave's going to fire off a question. Call out your name if you want to answer. Nobody answers right away. We offer multiple choice. First person to call out his name gets first chance. We go back and forth till we have a winner for the championship of today's edition of the Trivia Challenge. Here is Dave Gurggles Gergely.
Good luck, guys. Last night, Blue Jays pitcher Tess Savage became only the third pitcher in baseball history to strike out everyone on the other side during the game in a World Series game, joining Bob Gibson and...
Oh, good question. Anybody?
Andy
Andy came right in.
Andy
Koufax? No, but that was one of the choices.
Andy says Sandy, so 3 left for Ron.
Ron, was it Jack Morris, Jim Palmer, or Randy Johnson?
Oh, tough choices.
Oh, boy. Let's go, Jack Morris.
Jack Morris, Bulldog. No, he didn't do it. 2 left for Andy. Brilliant strategy. Comes in right away with an incorrect answer.
The old Lenny strategy. Yeah. Was it Jim Palmer or Randy Johnson?
It's a brilliant strategy only if I get this right. I'll go with Randy Johnson.
Randy.
For Arizona, yes, for the Diamondbacks.
He made it pay off.
Hey, Andy, man, congratulations, my friend.
The errant wrong answer followed by an incorrect answer and response from Ron and a brilliant strategy here. I mean, we're not talking Aaron Boone. This was managing 101 as Andy works his way into another championship and another gift certificate for either Landlubbers or Texas Roadhouse. All right, Dave, so this is exciting. It's the reopening, the rebirth of what was once Shula's Golf Course.
Actually, it was Miami Lakes Golf Course first, then Shula's. Now it's Miami Lakes again.
And always a fun track to play, an entertaining track to play.
Especially now that it's redesigned. Unbelievable.
And the greens and everything are just...
Big, undulating greens. The back nine where if you spin, it was cart pass only, raised by 4 feet now. No drainage problems whatsoever. I'm going out there right now and say hello to the players and kiss the babies like Mike does.
Yeah, there you go.
Shirley on Instagram, I read that nice thing about you.
Yeah, she actually said something nice for the first time.
I thought she was talking about the milkman.
I was like, who's that about? Thanks, Gergs. We'll see you next week.
Nice.
And I got rid of Defo for some reason.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And all right, Dave Gurggles Gergely off. Very exciting. I don't know how many times it has to be. What was it, 100? I don't know how many times I played the Shula's Golf Course over the years. It was one of the go-to places. They had that Johnny Lapenzina golf card where you could play different courses for like a nominal fee. I think it was like $20, and they reduced the greens fees. All you were paying were like the cart fees or something, which did seem exorbitant to me. I would like to see those reduced, but nonetheless, played that course a zillion times. Always liked the second hole, had that little elevated tee. And if you were hitting the driver well, you literally, you could come pretty close to driving that green. At least be in the fringe on your first shot. And it was forgiving in some ways for the errant drives that normally would have been ringing around trees in the woods, although they did have plenty of foliage there. So I don't know what they did to the course, Louis, but we'll have to check it out one day just to see and bring back old times. But congratulations to Dave and his whole crew there at what is now Miami Lakes. Is it Golf Club, Country Club? Because there was a Miami Lakes Country Club, which also had a couple of golf courses that were frequently used because of that Johnny Lapenzina thing that was out there available for anybody that became obsessed with the game of golf. It's been... How long has it been since you swung a golf club, Louis? It might be a long time again with this Luca responsibility.
It's been a few years. Shirley and I went to the driving range last year, sometime before she got pregnant.
Oh, you did? All right.
She wanted to get in. She wanted to do stuff together and I kept pitching tennis, but that we're gonna work up to tennis. And we did the drive, and she had played some golf in high school, so we did the driving range. It was fine. It went well. It wasn't because playing golf with your partner can be fun.
Oh, it's a giant mistake. What are you talking? Playing golf. What's worse, mixed doubles tennis or golf?
Tennis is way worse because you're on the same team. Golf is interesting. It depends. Look, I take tennis a lot more serious than I take golf. Golf, I don't take.
The last thing a woman wants is for you with your fakakta game to be giving her lessons. And yet, if you give her no advice, then she's pissed off that you really.
I was going to say, if you do, you're in trouble. That's the only problem with golf is if you don't tell her anything, then she's mad. Right. But then if you're like overcorrecting her, then she's mad. That's that is a big issue. Is like what you can get away with.
Golf tips that are given on the course seldom work, especially in that session.
Never.
I tells you to change your grip. The next thing you know, you're hitting the ball straight in dead center canal or wherever, whatever body of water.
Exactly.
As if driven by a magnetic force field, your ball will work its way right in there, and you can hear Peter Ellis in the back of your head going, "Oh, what a pity that ball has worked its way into a watery grave." And you're like, shut the F up.
Like,
I'm in the freaking water, and you got to say something like that? What are we looking at? Charles Dickens here? I mean, who the hell are you? Get out of here. All right, a bunch of stuff happened yesterday. We didn't really have a chance to get to it. We got going a little bit late there, and then the Trivia Challenge, of course, always a lot of fun here on these Thursdays. Blue Jays 6, Dodgers 1.
Yeah, well, okay. Like, I didn't realize there was a game. Now the Blue Jays have control of the series.
3-2, baby, going back to Toronto for the possibility of, they only have to win one of the two. They win the next one, it's over. Teams that are up 3-2 in the series, 80 and 35. Will be 80 and 35. Yes. The team
is not automatic, obviously, but look, I'm impressed because I thought once the Dodgers took that 18-inning affair that they were going to sort of just, I don't know about coast, but be in control the rest of the way. The Blue Jays have been right there the entire time. This is very impressive to see the Jays go toe-to-toe and now have the upper hand.
They beat Ohtani and come back and beat Blake Snell, who they had reached for, I think, 5 runs in the previous outing.
Yep.
Although they exploded, I think, in like the 6th or 7th inning for that 9-run rally, some of which was against Snell, who you had the impression was going to be the dominant pitcher. It turned out to be Yamamoto for the Dodgers so far. He's the only guy that's really been you can't say that Ohtani has not been effective. He did get charged with 4 runs, but he had left 2 guys on base as he exited in the 7th inning of his previous start there in the World Series, and that was after that 6-inning domination with the 10 strikeouts that he had the previous outing there in the championship series to get him there. This Yesavage is a hell of a story. Trey Yesavage. From the Toronto Blue Jays. You know where he started the season, Lubie? This guy, he was with 4 minor league teams before he got the call up to the Blue Jays in September. So this is a 23-year-old kid who's pitching huge, pivotal World Series games. So what? Did he start game 1 also? I think he did.
Yeah.
And now is pitching and has a team on the precipice of maybe winning a championship. Has a very impressive outing. He began the season in Dunedin with the Blue Jays, in single A, low A.
In single A? And he's pitching this in the World Series?
Began with Dunedin in single A. He pitched 33 and a third innings there. Went 3-0. They move him up to high A, which was, talk about crisscrossing the universe to get to the bigs. He goes from Dunedin, Florida, to the Vancouver Canadians.
Really?
He's high A minor league affiliation of the Blue Jays. He then goes from there to New Hampshire. He works 17 innings with Vancouver, and they bump him up to Double A with New Hampshire, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. He pitches 30 innings there in Double A ball, and then gets called up to Triple A. So this is all the evolution. This is his first year in the pros.
This is just this year.
He graduated. I don't know if he graduated, but he spent 3 years out of his 4 college seasons at East Carolina. Not exactly known, I think, for producing an inordinate number of major leaguers. Yeah, he pitched at East Carolina his freshman year, Charlottesville his sophomore year, 2 years at East Carolina after that.
Okay.
Goes straight from East Carolina, signs with the Blue Jays organization, Dunedin, Vancouver, New Hampshire, and then goes to the Buffalo Bisons, the Blue Jays AAA affiliate. He pitches 17 innings there, gets a call up in September to the big club, and then does what he did last night. Pretty amazing story, no?
Wait, who was it? Okay,
Is
so
that a better story than even Ohtani is writing here in the World Series? That this
that's
kid
insane, and he's pitching well. Like he's been
he
their
was
best
dominant
pitcher.
last night. I mean, he shut
He's
down
been
this
their best
Dodger.
pitcher.
Pretty incredible. So that was part of the fun. You had Blake Snell on a mound. He throws 3 pitches and had already given up 2 home runs.
Yeah, he hasn't
Schneider
been good.
to lead off the ball game, and then Vlad Guerrero having one of the all-time great postseasons.
Yeah,
in the history of baseball.
he's already taken the shine because Ohtani was over 4 last night. He's actually taken over in this World Series.
If the Blue Jays win and Guerrero does anything in the final game, how could he not be the MVP?
He's locked it up. I think. I think it's clear if the Dodgers won, it was going to be Ohtani. But if the Jays win, it's going to be Vladdy Guerrero Jr.
LSU governor says he will not allow Woodward, the athletic director for LSU, to pick their next coach. He's looking
What
at
is with this Louisiana guy? Like DeSantis is horrendous here, and now this thing where he's forcing religion into schools is utterly unconstitutional. So I wonder how that's going to go. But how is the governor telling the school first they have to fire someone, and now what they can do when it comes to hiring? Like, what is going on in Louisiana?
Woodward's track record is not particularly flattering.
And he's not even good. Well, and I get Woodward sucks, but that's okay. That's university. Like that.
When he hired the guys that he hired, everybody was in favor of it. No, I mean Chip Kelly was not Chip Kelly. Brian Kelly
was a big move. Yeah,
Notre Dame at Notre Dame. He didn't expect him to leave. He lures him away. Jimbo was a red hot commodity.
Yeah.
Excuse me, with a national championship at FSU. So I mean, people would have been applauding those moves. No.
100%. But when you pay 2 of the biggest buyouts ever, two of the biggest buyouts ever in like a 5-6 year span, that does go against your record.
All right, cover the years of one Luca Panici Lubitz here, because we do have to mention the Dolphins play tonight.
Oh Jesus! I was like, maybe we won't talk about it.
Sorry. All right, what's your anticipation, Lubie? I think they cover this 7.5 point spread. Maybe I'm crazy. Call me nuts. Look, Dolphins are not very good against the run, and this is, of course, what Baltimore does exceptionally well with Lamar Jackson coming back.
Jackson's back.
A viable commodity there, and of course, Derrick Henry just running through people like they were. I mean, he just cuts through it like he could run through a brick wall.
Yep.
Dolphins are giving up 145 yards per game. That's 28th in the league.
Oh my God!
That after really lowering that average with an output, the Falcons only had 45 yards rushing.
The Falcons run the ball well. It was a really strong performance, but again, the season stats still overwhelm the 1 game performance we saw last week.
Think about that. You're only dividing by 8.
Yeah.
You have 1 game where you give up 45 yards and you're still yielding 145 yards a game. So how bad were some of these other games? They stunk.
Horrendous. Yeah. Look, if there was no Lamar Jackson, and I get it, the Ravens were struggling even with Lamar, but it went to another level without him. Without Lamar Jackson, I would have probably picked the Dolphins. I mean, coming off the game they were coming off, and maybe they could build on it. But Lamar's back. Lamar's been like itching to get on the field. His team has not been good, but again, the AFC has been sort of weird. If they go on a run here, the Ravens can find themselves in the playoffs. They still are at that, I think, 5 or 6 loss mark, which if you can get to 11 wins or 10 wins or even 9 wins, you have a shot at the playoffs. So that scares me a lot. Again, they have not fared well against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens over the years.
See how this plays out tonight. I'm taking the 7.5 with the Phins at home.
I mean, yeah, it's a decent number for a team just getting their quarterback back from injury, but I don't know.
They have an outside chance to win, don't they? I mean, it's not impossible to conceive of them winning this game. They're coming off their best performance of the season by far. Seem to get it together, both offensively and defensively, against a Falcon team that is a bit of a mystery also, because people thought they might do something this year. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They got shut out 30-0 by Carolina when Carolina hadn't won a game. So what are the Falcons? I don't know what that represents. And common opponent, of course, they both played the Browns within the last couple of weeks. Dolphins losing in a horrendous fashion. One of the most disgraceful performances in the history of the franchise.
Yes.
And the Ravens, who were floundering and in the throes of an abysmal slump, sitting there, I think, at 1-5, they managed to beat the Browns handily and came up with a big win last week to make you think, what? Which of the two teams is actually back on track? That's the question. that needs to
From
be
the Browns or Dolphins? I mean, Ravens.
Oh,
or Dolphins.
the Ravens and the
I was
Dolphins.
meaning Ravens because Lamar Jackson's there.
All right. So what's your final prediction then? You taking or giving the points?
I would take Ravens. I mean, even with, and I don't like that spread. I don't know. The Dolphins are just not. To see them do that 2 weeks in a row, something I question. And again, Lamar Jackson's coming back, and he supposedly is really ready to get on the field, which scares the crap out of me.
And the immortal words of the late great Gordon Sully. There you have it.
Yep.
Bold assessments by both Lubie and me, as neither of us knows which way to go in this ballgame.
No,
We're both speaking in tongues about this thing. Not a very firm commitment either way. I'm going to take the points. Lubie's going to lay the points. 7 on a hook. Ravens, and we'll have a full disclosure on this ballgame tomorrow. We'll have the complete dissection and anatomy of another brutal loss in most likely scenarios. But
I was like, oh, we missed Godfrey this week. No, we may not.
Godfrey could be coming on Friday. Yeah, exactly. Might have to track that cat down. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, young Luca Panici, Lubitz, for being so well behaved during the show. I mean,
I'm glad.
Less of a disruption than your cat. I mean, that's for sure.
I'm glad he came off that way because he's been throwing a tantrum the entire show.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought it was Gurggles that was throwing the tantrum.
Exactly. Well, maybe Saturday at the track.
Come on now. No, I got to get out to the course. All right, we had a good time being with you. I managed to make it through without, completely.
Go get some rest, sir. Go get some rest.
I got a little something to do, and then believe it or not, now this is kind of ironic, Lubie. I'm going to cancel a doctor's appointment because I'm sick. Does that make any sense?
That's funny.
I was supposed to go for one of these bizarre Medicare checkups where the key there, people, if you ever have to do this, is the doctor will say, I'm going to give you 3 words. I want you to kind of try to retain them, right? So then she says, like, apple, car, and house. And then after futzing around for a while, they come back and they say, so what were the 3 words I gave you? And me, I'm not even paying attention most of the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I could have been 28 and not known what the 3 words
Like
were.
one, I just remembered apple. That was good enough to get me by. You think that's what they're doing with Trump on this cognizant?
100%. Yeah. I love that he's like proud of it. It's like, dude, you understand they never do this to presidents. So the fact that they keep doing it with you is not good. Like, it's not a good sign that
Nobody thinks you're
MRI
They keep
every
looking
6
at the same
months.
stupid test. Yeah. All right, Libby, you have a good one. We will see you guys tomorrow. Professor should be joining us, and we'll get back into our usual routine here with big boards and things of that nature. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in, playing the game. For Mike Lubie Lubitz, young Luca Lubitz Reyes. Is it Lubitz Reyes or Reyes Lubitz?
Lubitz Reyes. It's
Lubitz Reyes. Okay.
Right. You nailed it.
I love the hyphen thing. And I'm Jeff DeForest. We'll see you next time as we leave it out that.
The time.
9:01.
Let's go to eat a damn